Hello, today I'd like to share with you on the topic of why it is significant about the snake body crane limbs. These few days I have talked to a few different friends on Neigong, on snake and crane and so forth, so forth. So I think it might be interesting to let you guys to share with you too, on my view on this topic. First, I always like to use the 1850s era's technology as a reference. I myself think that's critical because we need to speak based on certain things instead of we have our own translations or interpretations, and then we just take things as it is in our way. I think that is not good because that is not representing whatever was taught in the past or whatever exists in the past. Okay. The second thing I like to mention is this: Xiu Ling Tao is not Sanjin. Okay. So in other words, that the Xiu Ling Tao of Wing Chun, which is a core of Wing Chun, is not equal or is not similar or is not identical to the White Crane's Sanjin. They are different stuff. That is where we want to see this thing as the Wing Chun Xiu Ling Tao by the quintet of 1850s. Via the snake crane lineage or the Yikam lineage, we know positively it is a snake body crane limbs type of art. Where the white crane is a crane body crane limbs type of art. They are different. If you look at the stance, the Sanjin stance, the crane use, and the Yiji Kamyama platform, as we talked before, is the Wuji stance. That differentiates the platform of these two arts. So Xiu Ling Tao is not just a soft crane. Why? Because the platform, one is using a Sanjin stance, another one is using a parallel stance. Okay, so the white crane based on the Sanjin stance platform, the Xiu Ling Tao is based on the Mei Zhuang's equal shoulder stance platform. It is a different platform. It is a different design already. Okay, so if we recognize this, then we know the mechanics come from different platforms will be different. Okay, and so it is very, very significant to know this. The second thing, in a very fundamental, basic way, okay, or in the physics, we know martial art in the basic we deal with momentum. And momentum, of course, because of momentum have relation with force change and acceleration, because that's the momentum and force, how this group of things within is domain. Okay, so you have momentum. Force is momentum divided by time, and you change a momentum involve changing of force. And force, in order to generate it, you involve accelerations. Okay? So you have momentum, you have force, you have change of force, and you have accelerations. You cannot get away from this if you want to deal with momentum. Okay? So the Xiu Ling Tao, the platform is an equal shoulder stance. Okay? Parallel stance, equal shoulder stance. That way of handling momentum, change of force and acceleration is different than the wide crane's standing stance. Okay, because the whole body is built up from a different platform. Okay, so if there is a momentum come toward to me, for example, this is say a 2 pounds medicine ball, okay, or you can see 2 pounds, 10 pounds. If you come at me, if I have a Sanjin stance there, how I handle this momentum come at me, and how I stand in the Iji Kamama platform to handle this momentum, the body got to behave very differently. Okay, so there you can see the difference. And to even further illustrate, say if I have a stance, a Sanjin stance, where I clamp my lower part of body, and a momentum come to me. Okay, momentum come to me. A momentum come to me. That is how normally you will naturally dealing with this momentum. You have a base here, and then you handle this thing with your muscle differently. Now, or accordingly. Now, if I have a Iji Kamama, which is not a Sanjin stance, which is not a rooted or grasp or really fix up the tighten up the lower part, then when I handle this momentum come to me with the 7 bolts as we talk about, it will be go like this. If I go accelerate, when my whole body is like a spring, 7 spring taking this, come in and bounce it back. Okay. Instead of fix this low part using the muscle and so forth. They are different things. Okay. So this is we need to know that due to different platform, different mechanics, they deal with momentum differently. Okay. Now, another thing is this. In Chinese martial art, there's, as what I mentioned the other day, there's whole different type of terminology like Nei Gong, Wai Gong, and a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Now, I like to call for everybody's attention is this. Instead of looking at Nei Gong, Wai Gong, look at 2 things first. It's easier that way, in my opinion. One, you have art like White Crane, Southern Mantis, which is what we call a hard style of art. And then you have another way. You have the what do you call it? The Tai Chi or Ba Gua. That is a soft style of art. So say the White Crane, like the karate, okay, it's a hard bow art, okay, or yin gong, or hard bow type of art. And then you have Tai Chi, you have this soft bow art. Now these are 2 different type of arts. Both have its Nei Gong and Wai Gong. And thus, for me, in my opinion, I don't want to use the Wai Gong, Nei Gong, I want to use the 5 layers. So in hard art, how do you handle the 5 layers? In soft art, how do you handle the 5 layers? Okay. So that way, we are not using the hard art and say, oh yeah, that is the Wai Gong. This is a hard art. Okay. It is not Wai Gong or Nei Gong. It is both. Okay. Hard art has both Wai Gong and Nei Gong. Soft art have both Wai Gong and Nei Gong. So the soft art has both the internal training or external training, the hard art has the same. Okay. So there's less confusing if you use the 5 layers, and you can use it to examine the hard art or the soft art. You can use and see, oh yeah, how they compare differently. And instead of thinking, oh, the karate is the Wai Gong external art, and the Tai Chi is only the internal, so they're solved. No, it's not. In real life, is all these 5 layers have exist for a complete balanced art. Okay. So finally, when we look at things this way, in my opinion, it's better to using the 1850 or traditional way of looking at things. Instead of we create our own style, and for example, if you never develop the snake body in the Xiu Lian Tao, okay, you'll never know what is the difference between that and the Sanjin type of momentum handling mechanics. Our mind will never know that. Okay? And then if we will never know why is that not Tai Chi. We will never know why it's not Yi Quan. And a lot of time, what we get into issue is we read this book, we read that book, but we never ever really develop something. And thus, we will never see what is the difference. And the worst come to it is, if we never see what it is, never attain what it is, we never develop what it is, and we know a little bit in Tai Chi, a little bit in Yi Quan, a little bit in Wing Chun, a little bit in this and that, and then we say, oh, okay, we know that. We want to make up a system and so forth and so forth. Well, that is no longer what the ancient is about. It's a new creations. Okay? And that might be or might not be parallel with what the ancient do, but it's more likely it is based on the understanding. It's not based on the experience and development. And that's the issue. So this is a thing which is we can see a lot these days. People never get to a deeper level, but on the surface, oh, this is the same with that, that's the same with that. But because they never get into it. So I just tell somebody today, I say, Xiu Lian Tao have 3 layers. 3 levels. The awareness and the body, the physical form is one layer. That's the 1 level. The second is the awareness and the breathing is 1. The third one is the awareness and the chi is 1. And then you have another 9 levels of stuff, since it is according to the Hermes Zhuang, the mother art. So if we never get into the first, second, third level of Xiu Lian Tao, we will never know what it is. The first level, if we don't know the snake engine or the coil spring or the transformations, we don't know what it is. Okay, and same thing with other arts. Every arts have different level and different milestone in it. Okay, so in order really to understand something, in my opinion, is one need to be really know the big picture and the small details and attain it. Otherwise, it is not that good to do something. Okay, so this is my view for the snake and crane. So it is important whether it is a snake body crane limbs or crane body snake limbs, or crane body, crane limbs. They need to be really clear. Otherwise, we don't know what we are developing, and thus we do not know how to handle the momentum as the art capable to.
Thank you.